Assalamualaikum, my name is Maya binti Saiful Anwar and my matric number is 1241532. Today, I would like to share with you why we choose Al-Khawarizmi for our project. Al-Khawarizmi is one of the most important figures in the history of mathematics, especially in the development of algebra. Can you imagine how different our world will be without algebra? His works are still relevant in today's education and they reflect how early Muslim scholars shaped the advancement of knowledge. He is a great example of how science and religion coexisted peacefully during the Islamic Golden Age. Isn't that amazing that his ideas still influence how we solve problems today? That's why we believe he fits perfectly with our project and the themes of this course. Now, I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
My name is Dayang Kuna Syafiqah binti Muhammad Yusof, matric numbers 1241575. I would like to share a brief but inspiring story about one of the greatest scholars in Islamic history, which is Al-Khawarizmi. The real name of Al-Khawarizmi is Muhammad ibn Musa Al-Khawarizmi. He is also known by the name Abu Abdullah Muhammad bin Ahmad bin Yusuf. In Western texts, he is referred to by many names such as Al-Khawarizmi, 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 or even Al-Khawarizm. He was born around 780 Masihi in Khawarizm, which is now known as Khiva in Uzbekistan, and passed away around the year 850 Masihi. Most historians believe that he lived during the early 9th century, and the period from 280 to 850 Masihi is often called the Golden Age of Al-Khawarizmi. Al-Khawarizmi was a brilliant Islamic scholar with knowledge in many fields including logic, philosophy, arithmetic, geometry, chemistry, music, engineering, and even Islamic histories. His contributions were truly remarkable and ahead of his time. One of his most well-known achievements is in the field of algebra. In fact, the word algebra itself comes from the title of his famous book, Al-Kitab Al-Mukhtasar fi Hisab Al-Jabar wal-Muqabalah. He laid the foundation of modern algebra, and because of this, many call him the father of algebra. In Europe, he was highly respected and his works were translated into Latin. His name was even transformed into the term algorithm. Not only that, Al-Khawarizmi also introduced the use of sines and tangents in trigonometry and made creative process in astronomy.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Idayu Farzana binti Muhammad Ayub, matrix number 1241529. Al-Khawarizmi lived during the Islamic Golden Age and served under the famous Caliph Al-Ma'mun in Baghdad. He was part of the Bait al-Hikmah, or the House of Wisdom, which was a major intellectual center at that time. This was a place where scholars from different backgrounds gathered to translate, study, and expand on scientific knowledge from around the world. Al-Khawarizmi was deeply passionate about learning, especially in the fields of mathematics and astronomy. He spent a lot of time working in observatories, observing the stars and planets, and developing scientific theories to explain natural phenomena. One of his most important contributions was in the field of mathematics. Al-Khawarizmi is best known as the father of algebra. In fact, the word algebra comes from the title of his famous book, Al-Kitab Al-Mukhtasar fi Hisab Al-Jabr wal-Muqabalah, which means the compendious book on calculation by completion and balancing. This book introduced systematic methods from solving linear and quadratic equations, which are still taught in schools today. He didn't just solve problems, he created a whole new field of mathematics, giving it structure and logic. Al-Khawarizmi also played a key role in spreading the Indian numeral system to the Islamic world. This system, which included The concept of zero made calculations much easier compared to the Roman numerals used before. Thanks to his efforts, these numerals eventually spread to Europe and become the numbers we use today, which is 0 to 9. Because of his vast knowledge and contributions, Al-Khawarizmi's work influenced both Islamic and European scientists for centuries. His name even gave birth to the word algorithm, which is a fundamental concept in modern computer science. In short, Al-Khawarizmi was not just a mathematician, he was a visionary who shaped the way we calculate, think, and understand the world around us. So, the next time you solve an algebra problem or use a calculator, remember that it all starts with a brilliant mind from Baghdad, which is Al-Khawarizmi.
Thank you for sharing. Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Rishida binti Zulkifli. My metric number 1241434. Now I will briefly share about the scholarly contribution of Al-Khawarizmi. The first one, in academically, he is known as father of algebra through his book Al-Mukhtasar fi Hisab al-Jab wal-Muqabala, where he introduced methods to solve linear and also quadratic equation. He also introduced the concept of zero and decimal and helped develop terms like constants, squares, and also variables. This forming the base of modern mathematics until now. For the second one is socially, his mathematical ideas are applied in daily life. For example, in calculating zakat, inheritance, or we call as faraid, and also transaction like buying or renting. So these applications promote justice and is Muslim society. So in short, Al-Khawarizmi's work shaped both academic knowledge and everyday social practice. So that's all from me. I will pass this presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
Al-Khawarizmi contributed greatly to astronomy by compiling systematic astronomical tables, improving calendars and timekeeping, and refining observational methods. His work combined knowledge from Indian, Greek, Persian, and Islamic sources, showing the multicultural development of science. These contributions helped create more accurate ways to calculate the positions of celestial bodies and organize important dates, laying a foundation that influenced later astronomers and continues to shape the understanding of astronomy today.
My name is Muhammad Afiq bin Muhammad Afkar, number metric 1241543. So I will present about significant contribution and relevance today. The first one is modern mathematics. Al-Khawarizmi is known as the scholar who introduced algebra, and his knowledge is still tough around the world today. Algebra has become a key foundation in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, which is highly important in the 21st century. It helps students develop problem-solving skill and logical thinking. Without Al-Khawarizmi's early contribution, the progress of knowledge and modern technology might have been much slower. This proves that his ideas remain relevant and valuable even today.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Ahmad Hazim bin Nurisham and my metric number 1241504. Today, I will present about the important contribution of Al-Khawarizmi in the field of the astronomy. Firstly, Al-Khawarizmi compiled an important astronomical work known as Al-Aziz al-Shindi. This table included the detailed information about the movements of the sun, moon, and planets based on mathematical calculation and celestial observation. Secondly, he improved the geocentric model by Ptolemy by introduction more accurate methods using trigonometry to calculate the position of celestial body. This was a major advancement at that time. Al-Khawarizmi work allowed for precise calculation of astronomical events such as a solar, lunar eclipses. He also contributed to calculating the lay of the days and nights, which was essential for determining Islamic prayer times. His knowledge had practical application in daily Muslim life. One of the key contributions was in determining the Qibla, the direction of prayer, with greater accuracy. Lastly, Al-Khawarizmi influence extend beyond the Islamic world. His work were translated into Latin and studied by European scholars, making him a key figure in the development of both Islamic and European astronomy. Thank you.
Name is Iqmal Shafiq bin Muhammad Fauzi and my metric number 1241520. Today I will present one of Al-Khawarizmi important contributions in the field of geography. He wrote a book called Kitab Surat Al-Ard, or the Book of the Image of the Earth. This work is significant because it includes a detailed list of latitude and longitude coordinates for over 2,402 locations, including cities, rivers, mountains, and islands. One of his greatest achievements was developing an early coordinate system. This system helped map the Earth more accurately than before, and provided a reliable reference for future geographical studies. Al-Khawarizmi also worked with a team of geographers under Caliph Al-Ma'mun to create one of the earliest world maps. What made it special was that it combined knowledge from various civilizations, including Greek, Persian, and Indian sources, giving a more complete view of the known world. His contributions remain relevant today, as they laid the foundation for modern geography and cartography. Thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you for sharing. My name is Ahmad Sharafi bin Jamaluddin. My metric number 1241525. Today I want to sharing about reflecting Al-Khawarizmi. He is most known for establishing the discipline of algebra. The term algebra is derived from his book Al-Kitab Al-Mukhtasar fi Hisab Al-Jabr wal-Muqabala. His techniques for solving equations are still tough and used today. He also wrote books on arithmetic and geography. These texts were translated into Latin and for centuries will continue to be used in Europe, indicating the breadth of his influence. As students, we normally study as part of an effort to accomplish an upcoming test, assignment, or certification. He showed us to be sincere and work hard while studying, and that knowledge should be for the benefit of all individuals. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amirul Aizat bin Nasri. Metric number 1241549. So, I will be the last person that will share about Al-Khawarizmi. So, when we consider his life, he also teach us respectful manners of understanding other cultures. Al-Khawarizmi improve and translate the word of other civilization. Therefore, their knowledge did not be wiped out away like so many civilizations. Instead, it was passed on to future generations, including us. His life also served as a good example to illustrate the importance of Islamic scholars' role in the history of modern science and education. In conclusion, Al-Khawarizmi life and work continue to inspire us today. His dedication to knowledge, his creative thinking, and his desire to benefit society are values we should try to follow in our life. As students, we also see how his logical and practical thinking can help us understanding finance, calculation, and problem solving. He showed us that knowledge is a responsibility and that we should always use it wisely, sincerely, and for the good of others. That's all for me. Thank you.